And we pivot now to our national headlines as a couple shares how they're still healing from the deadly Las Vegas attack as the one-year mark of that tragedy approaches. One America's Meghann and Dyke takes a look into their new lives as survivors.
A California law enforcement officer learns how to navigate his life after being critically wounded during the 2017 Las Vegas attack. In an interview this week, Riverside County Sheriff's Deputy Jason McMillan describes the everyday struggles of living paralyzed from the waist down.
There's always ways around the obstacles that you're going to face. So I think that's always kind of been the way I've always lived, is just figure out a way to get it done and do it and adapt and still try to enjoy yourself.
His girlfriend, 23-year-old Fiorella Gate, acquired 2 tickets to the Route 91 Harvest Country Music Festival, and the two drove 3.5 hours from Riverside to Las Vegas. McMillan recalls standing front and center during headliner Jason Aldean's performance when a downpour of bullets showered on concertgoers. Almost immediately, the deputy's instincts and law enforcement training went into action.
You know, the sound just kept going and kept going, the pop, 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 pop of the shooting. So we were, at that moment, I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. I'm not at a country concert having fun anymore. Now I'm back into work mode and protect and try to end the threat.
The 36-year-old shielded his girlfriend while the suspected gunman fired from 2 broken windows in his Mandalay Bay hotel room, striking McMillan in his chest. Now coverless from gunfire and breaking her arm in the process, Gate dragged McMillan to volunteers with a truck, who drove them to an area hospital. The bullet pierced his liver and lungs as well as his spine, ultimately forcing doctors at one point to place him in a medically induced coma. The couple returned to Riverside in December after spending 2 months in Nevada, which included multiple surgeries and physical therapy. Now engaged, they don't pretend adjusting to a wheelchair inside and outside of their home isn't frustrating, but say they're still fighting to figure it out along the way.
It's brought us closer together, but at the same time, it's ripping us apart in certain ways. So you just have to be stronger.
I'm sure that there's plenty of other women my age that might have just said, I can't take this, and left. But I don't think him being in a wheelchair defines him.
It's been almost 1 year since 58 people were senselessly murdered and more than 800 were injured in the worst mass shooting in modern U.S. history. In the time since, the Mandalay Bay has filed a lawsuit against the survivors, claiming the company has limited liability for failing to prevent a terror attack. Intense public backlash quickly targeted the suit's plaintiffs, who now face dozens of counter-litigation from survivors, including the couple.
It enrages me to think that this company can just try to skip out on their responsibilities and their liability for what happened and to blame the victims.
Meantime, McMillan spends his time trying to relearn how to walk, which doctors say is possible in his situation. However, him and Gates say they're still processing the attack and coping with the memories of the concert. Resorts and casinos along the Las Vegas Strip are planning to go dark to mark the number of lives lost in only 11 minutes. Meghann Dyke, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.